Hello. Firstly, very sorry for taking so long to get back to you. Just been busy with stuff. So this is how I did it. I'm not certain this is the correct or proper way to do it, but this worked for me. So go to auto key, make sure auto key is on. Click any of these bones on the biped. Come over here to the motion bar or motion menu. And you want to click on this little icon right here, display layer transform gizmo. Click on that. You should see that come up. Then what you want to do, click on that box there. And what we are going to do, or what you want to do, is key it. Hit W to bring up the move tool, and let's try this. Y axis 100, and notice how that moves there. So let's actually Control Z. I messed up already. So Control Z, set it back. So now we have it keyed in that original position. However long your animation is, I think the walk animation, if you import it, actually I don't know how long it is. It really doesn't matter. What's important is that how it looks, and if it looks natural and fluid. So I'm just going to set it at 100, for example, 100 frames. That's about 3 seconds. That's about a 3-second loop. And let's do, so the bar is at the last frame. We have the move tool set up or selected, and selecting the y-axis, let's enter 3, whoops, no, not that much, 300. That's still kind of a lot. Let's do 200. Okay. So that's there. Now go back to the motion. Click off into nothing. Let's click there. Click on any of the bones on the biped once again, and click that same button that brought up this gizmo to make it go away. So now if we play the loop, notice it's moving. Oh, but also actually another thing you want to do, let's go back and turn that on. Let's go to animation, graph editors, curve editor. So we have that transform gizmo selected. With it selected, that is the y-axis over here. So the curve editor, I don't know if you have experience with it, but the curve editor gives you more control as far as what happens in between one keyframe and another. So essentially, just looking at the curve, how it's curving upward, that means there's going to be a slower and kind of smooth transition into this position. But now the thing with that, sometimes you want that, sometimes you don't. For the purpose of this loop, you don't want that, because what happens is that as it loops, you're going to notice that it's slowly accelerating, and then as it goes back to that last point, so it's slowly accelerating, and then it speeds up, and then it's slowing down as it curves. So we don't want that for the purpose of this walking loop. So select both of those points, go up here and hit set tangents to linear. And now you have a straight line. So it should be a nice steady fluid motion versus notice how it's slow to take off, speeds up, and then slows down. And that is just a consistent progression forward, is how you want it to be. So now let's go here. I'm going to load up my walk animation if I can find it. New walk final. Let's try that and see what we have here. So that's whatever, you know, ignore the quality of it. And I'll show you. And notice, and see I have it set up to 80 frames. So basically you want to start with the gizmo, setting that to the duration that you want, the speed that you want, and then build your walk based on that, because you want it to look natural and make it look like, okay, so he's stepping forward and he's moved forward this much. And then when you import it in game, it just loops. You just keep a steady walk, it loops, and it should work. So hopefully that helps. Again, sorry I took so long to get back to you. I've been busy. Honestly haven't really been working on any mods for about a month or two now. But yeah, hope that helps and gets you in the right direction.